Welcome to Life in the Baggage Claim and our short-form video content series. We produce new episodes weekly and understand that not everyone can spend 50, 60 minutes listening to an entire episode. These shorts are your ticket to get the best of the weekly episode.
And you get Kid Rock,
Gosh.
who, let's be honest, and all jokes aside, take politics out of it. I am a hardcore music fanatic. I love all styles of music. Kid Rock has not been relevant for 20 years. Musically. Like, he had his moment with I Am the Bull God and Ball to the Ball and all that kind of stuff. And he had his moment. Like, he was, what was that, late 90s, early 2000s? Like, he had his moment. But he has not been relevant for 20 years. The only reason he's relevant is because he goes on Fox News and says dumb shit after he had the issue with Bud Light and then wearing a Budweiser hat, and the lady's like, "You're wearing Budweiser." He goes, "I don't know what hat I have on." Well, he's supposed to do this white people halftime show, but he's also doing a tour with Ludacris and a bunch of other people, and they were supposed to play, I think it's South Carolina.
Is Ye on that too?
What's that?
Is Ye on that tour as well?
No, I don't think Ye's on that one. But I think it's in July in South Carolina. Everyone has pulled out. Everyone. It's like the country music tour thing. So, and it's so funny too, because Jim had forgotten this. We were talking about this before this, but I think it was last year he was in Las Vegas. Kid Rock was playing in Vegas, and there's a clip of it, and it's real. It's not AI. And the audience wasn't clapping for him clapping along like he wanted them to. So he threw a hissy fit and left early. So here's a guy who's not relevant. JD Vance skewers Zelensky for not wearing a suit in the Oval Office. And then Kid Rock shows up wearing, a bastardized version of the American flag, which, by the way, I'm an Eagle Scout. I was a Boy Scout for years. I do believe in the American flag, and if you're going to use it properly. And you are not supposed to do that in any way, shape, or form. So all you quote-unquote patriots are running around here with flag T-shirts and all that. You are desecrating the flag. Look it up.
Yeah, it has to be in full context. You cannot.
Right, and these idiots around here, I don't know about where you are, but have these huge American flags off the back of their trucks and everything else. That's desecrating it. And by the way, if you've got a flag in your front, just a little helpful FYI, folks, if you got a flag in your front yard that you're flying all the time, if it's not lit 24/7, you're wrong. So look it up before you tell me you're a patriot.
I have one that I have the Texas, the U.S., and I have a gay pride flag out front. Not right now, but I did.
Uh-huh.
And I have lights aimed at them that, my landscape lighting hits them. So they just have to be shown that they're lit up.
That's fine. Yeah, either take it down
and there's an order to putting them up and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
There's etiquette that people don't think about in general. The way you treat the symbols of our country.
Right.
That is a whole other episode we could get into that veterans would be.
Right. And long before Trump came along, it's always frustrated the hell out of me where all these, these I'm American and everything else. And it's like, but you're not taking the flag that you're screaming that no one should be able to burn or use any way they want or whatever. You're not even doing it right. You're supposed to put it up at sunrise, take it down at sunset, fold it into a football. Yeah. Right. Hold it. There's a way to carry it. You're supposed to store it a certain way. Or like Jim said, if you've got a light on it 24/7, you can leave it out there. But these people are not doing it the right way at all. And then going, I'm more American than you. Like, no, you're not, because I know how to deal with the American flag. Anyway, sorry. But
it's one of those things that, my dad was very much about teaching me how to manage and deal with the flag.
Yeah.
And I remember clearing out his garage after he moved and after he died and finding boxes of flags because, it's very hard. You're not just you can't throw a flag out. That's
no. There is
take flags to a veteran's office and they will deal with it, or you can. There's ceremonies you can do. I think I buried one. Maybe you can bury them or something. There's a way to do it, right?
Right. Well, there's a whole ceremony where you're supposed to literally take it apart in certain ways. You're supposed to shred it in certain ways along certain lines. There's a whole. You're right. There is a if you've got it, well, just as a public service announcement, you got a flag. You can usually take it to American Legion or someplace like that, and they will have a team who disposes of American flags properly. But I'll bet you these assholes that their flags get tattered and torn. I bet you they're throwing them in the dumpster. I mean, so.
Yeah. And then they'll say they don't want them burned, but they just threw it out. I mean,
so get it right or don't leave it in my face. I have
4 or 5 flags in the garage, and they're all folded properly because they're not being used, and they're in a plastic box. So they don't get dirty.
That's absolutely fine. But yeah, don't wave it in my face and then not display it properly, please.